This is a cool study that was funded by the Department of Defense, and our aim is to validate a system and a methodology to assess gait and mobility in patients with MS in a home setting. So we have a variety of systems that are around on the market, but they have several limitations because they are not tailored to the needs of our patient that live with MS. And so we thought that we have to step back and start from validation in order then to develop with other future study, what is really tailored for our patient living with MS. So the study was, first of all, first in clinic visit, where we compare some commercial devices that are available on the market, that are shoelace devices that we place on the shoe of our patient with some gold standard sensor. And after that, we send with a kit, we send home our patient with a kit that is the sensor and an iPad, and we ask them to repeat under our supervision for 3 times this assessment in their home. And we found that patient so we got very cool feedback from our patient in order to improve. So what is going to be the next, how to improve our system. And we also found that our patient in home setting actually have a slow gait velocity. And this has been also previously reported for other neurological disease like Parkinson's disease. And we found very interesting. So because what we really assess during a clinical routine visit really sometimes doesn't mirror what is the real performance of our patients. So in home setting, for sure, they walk slower, probably because the space are limited, but for sure this can be a very important insight also in terms of rehabilitation and what we can do to make better our patient lives. Yeah. In clinic visit, we explain to our patient how they have to position the sensor and how they have to activate it, the recording, and what was basically the assessment. That was very quick and short and not difficult at all. When we connect with them, we always supervise them. So we ask them to place the camera in order that we can watch them walking and supervise if anything happened. And then they have just placed the sensor with some small cradle in their laces, on their laces. Then we ask them to activate the recording, and then they have just to walk back and forth on 25-foot obstacle-free space for 2 minutes. After the 2 minutes, we asked them to stop the recording, and they were able to transfer in real time the data, and so we can check if the quality of the data that we collect was acceptable for next processing. And the last visit, we asked them to perform the assessment. We asked live, but without any our help. And then they complete a scale that is the usability scale in order to evaluate how patients were able to accept this new technology. We understand that the system that we were using that are basically sensor placed on the shoe probably are not good enough for all our patients, because there is patients that have some gait deviation due to drop foot, and so this system is not good enough for them. So it's a limitation that we recognize. And also we found that sometimes patient found not really intuitive how to start how to calibrate the system and how to start the data collection. So we are thinking to now basically reiterate it the same concept with a sensor that instead of being placed on the shoe has been placed in their pocket or on the lower back with a belt, and see. So in order also to have patients that have different like gait deviation, and then also to start a round of interview where we we design the system with their feedback.